Chris Thomas here with inCity Magazine, and we are in 2020. And a lot of people have been talking about 2020. It comes with vision, insightfulness, and people are being more prepared, for things. That's what the talk is all about. And it's a year of what many people say, a year of vision. So, coming up, we're coming real quick to what's many people are looking forward to, which are the tax returns. Some people like the IRS and some people don't, but right around tax return time, if you're going to be receiving taxes, then, if you're going to be receiving a tax return, then many people are looking forward to receiving that little check or big check, in the mail from the IRS. Today, to talk with us about taxes, refunds, and how we can use those particular funds for a brighter future, we have Mary Ann Givens, who is a branch manager with Hope Federal Credit Union. Mm-hmm. And how you doing?
I'm doing great. How
Great, you look wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's if anyone who knows about finances, insurance, how to work money, is this woman right here. So we thought we would bring in a professional to represent Hope Federal Credit Union. Mary Ann, so this is 2020. Mm-hmm. Many people are at this particular point, and I think some people have already received some of their tax returns, because I'm hearing and seeing people who are talking about it. So are you hearing many of your members talking about it? And then what are you encouraging them, or how are you encouraging them to do to take better advantage of the returns that they will be receiving, from the IRS?
We've already seen members receive their tax returns already. And what we've been encouraging them to do is to take those funds and make that money work for them. To not just go out and buy new cars, not to go out and pay large down payments on cars, not to go and buy a house full of furniture, but take that money and invest it in a CD and do a secured shared CD against that money, a loan against that money, against your own money, where your credit really doesn't make a difference, your interest rate is much lower, and you can make that money work for you. So we've been encouraging our members to really push to taking that money and putting it into a savings account. Using it for, if you do need to purchase a new car, using that funds to do a shared secured CD against that money to purchase a car. Don't go out and buy a car that is out of your price range. Find something that is reasonable, that you can afford, that you can have in the long term. Because we find out a lot of members go out, put these large down payments on cars, and then in a couple months they repoed because they have high monthly payments. So we are trying to educate and teach our members to make their money work for them. Take a portion of those tax returns and put it into a CD and just earn interest off of it and let it sit there. Take a portion of those funds and put them into a savings account and let it just sit there. In case you might need it for a rainy day. You might need it for car repairs. You might need it to pay tuition for your child. You might need it to fix something in your home, but you have those funds there. To allot part of those tax returns, for savings. Look for the future. We even encourage members to put them in IRAs, for retirement. Every time you get a tax return, put a portion of it into an IRA for retirement. Start your own retirement plan for yourself. Not just necessarily wait for your job to do it, but do something for yourself. So we've been encouraging our members to take those avenues and help yourself.
That's wonderful. That's some wonderful information, and I know that our viewers will appreciate and love this. Now, what if someone comes and say, you know what, I just want to do something special for myself, Can there be a balance in between the two as far as maybe taking a portion and do something that they may want to do fun and they maybe they're part of it?
Yes.
To invest back into a savings or IRA, Is that?
It is. We've seen members take part of their tax returns and put it into a savings account and save it to pay for trips down the road. They would go ahead and take the funds and secure it again against a shared secured loan. Take those funds, go ahead and pay for the trip, but those funds are still sitting there. So they pay themselves back every single month. And when they get finished paying themselves back, they still have their money there.
Wow.
So you can go ahead and pay for your trip, but once you get finished paying back the loan that you borrowed against, you still have your money there. So once the trip is paid for, you got that money set aside and you have money now to go on the trip with. So, you just have to look at things and think outside of the box and think of opportunities to make yourself better.
Wow, that's a wonderful product. Prior to the interview, I visited the Hope Federal Credit Union's website and didn't realize how many states you're in. How many states is Hope Federal Credit Union located?
We're located in 5 states. We're located in Mississippi, Arkansas, Tennessee, Louisiana, and Alabama.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
And you're in the one of the Alabama offices?
Mm-hmm. I'm in the Alabama branch.
Okay. Marianne, thank you so much for this wonderful information. Now, also around tax return time, many people are going out looking for automobiles. Mm-hmm. What suggestions or recommendations can you provide our viewers about that?
I would provide or recommend that you shop. You shop before you shop, and what I mean by that, shop around to your local credit unions. Local credit unions will always have a lower interest rate than a bank. So shop around at your local credit unions, shop around at the banks to see who can offer you the best interest rate, and get pre-approved before you go shopping for the actual vehicle. If you get pre-approved before you go shopping for the vehicle, majority of the time, most credit unions and banks will finance up to 100%, which means you won't have to put money down. So once again, that's a savings for you. You get pre-approved for your loan for your vehicle, then you go shop. You have the buying power. So when you go out to shop for the vehicle, you're going out to the different dealerships. You already know what amount that you approve. You already know what your payment's going to be, and then you can start shopping for your car. You don't have to worry about no one trying to sell you anything, something that you don't want. You don't have to worry about high payments. You don't have to worry about them trying to put you in something that you can't afford, because you already know before you go. And then that money that you usually put down with your tax returns for a down payment, put it in a savings account and save it. Or take those funds and pay off other debt. So your debt to ratio will go down because you're paying off other bills, and then you can, afford your car. You can afford the car note. Not only the car note, but also the insurance to go with it.
So insurance is very important. I have a buddy of mine just purchased an automobile. He had forgotten that he had 3 super speeder tickets.
Oh, wow.
And the insurance was like 2 times the actual car note.
Yes.
It was ridiculous.
I've seen that.
It was ridiculous. And he didn't think about that prior to. And so it really impacted, as well. So that's some wonderful information that you've shared. You've already mentioned about credit unions and how much of an impact it makes as far as in the community. And start with the credit union first prior to going to a bank, and then, but not to say not to shop the bank.
That's right.
But compare.
To compare.
Looking at Hope Federal Credit Union, the website again, it seems like Hope Federal Credit Union, from its vision that it has from a corporate, standpoint, the reason it was created, it really is helping people to put hope back into themselves and into the community.
Yes.
Can you expound a little bit more on that?
Yes, I can. Our vision came from, well, first of all, Hope was founded 25 years ago in a Black Methodist church, and it has grown from that point to where we are now. The same CEO that started the credit union 25 years ago is still our same CEO. And his passion and drive has always been to help the underserved, help the underbanked, help the people who can't go to a big bank and get a loan based on mishaps of things that have happened in their lives. Behind a person is always a story. You can't allow a credit score to dictate who a person really is or who they are. So you have to get the story behind the credit score. And that's something that he has really driven home and really driven into the company, into the staff, is that we're here to help people. And even though you might not be able to give them that loan at this present time, but give them the tools to where they can get that loan at a future date. That's why that's something I do when I underwrite. I never tell a person no. I always tell them, you know, if I'm unable to do something at this time, I'm unable to do it at this time. But I also give them the tools and give them a path to where they can get to where they want to go. I don't just believe in telling someone no and not giving them that information. And that's what I feel that people fail at, because they don't have the knowledge. And if you don't have the knowledge, then you can't go, you can't succeed, you can't move forward if you don't have that knowledge. And that's something that Hope really has a passion to informing people and letting them know that we actually care. We're just not here to, be your banker, but we're here to be your personal financer for the rest of your life. We're building relationships, because without relationships, where would we be if we don't connect with each other, if we don't try to truly help one another?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
For
very
that
welcome.
Enlightening information. And I know for sure that all of our viewers are going to benefit, from this. We've learned about, how to best take care of the tax return, make better use of it.
Yes.
And also, if you want to do something fun, there's a program and tools that you have. If you want to buy an automobile, there's certain things that this interview was able to help people with, as well. Thank you so much for the information.
Very welcome.
Thank you for tuning in to inCity Magazine. Until next time, have a fantastic day.